Welcome back to Logan Figures It Out. Today we are going to dive into the Mattel Creations exclusives. We got the WWE No Holds Barred 2-pack in from San Diego. We got the 40th anniversary 2-pack of He-Man and Skeletor. And we have the 40th anniversary 4-pack TV set of He-Man. These just arrived, so I'm going to bust these open, show you what the packaging's like. Are these worth the price? Are these worth the aftermarket price? These are all long gone, sold out, except for this one. He's still in stock. So we'll get into the price tags and all that stuff. Are they worth it? Watch and find out. But before we do, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our future toy hunting adventures. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think of these sets. Let's get into it. All right, so I guess we're going to dive into the 2-pack first. It's a lot bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. It's almost like board game size. There you can see the artwork on the back. So it just comes with a single piece of tape. You slice that right open. And voila, there we go. So this is the back of the packaging with that 40th anniversary logo on there. Here is the front. It's got this cool crest here. And this just opens up. So I will say, I was on the fence with ordering this. It's an $80 price tag, so 2 figures, 40 bucks a piece, kind of expensive. But after getting this in hand, I will say it's far more impressive than I thought it was going to be. The figures are really good quality, they're beefy, they're much bigger than the Origins. So let's dive a little bit closer into it. I'll show you what they are, how this all comes apart. All right, so there's a little bit closer look of this crest. It's like the He-Man shield. Again, these just flip open. Comes with these protectors over in here. There's 3 of them just to protect it from getting crushed. So you can see there's a little bit of an indent lip there. But there you can see, gives you a little bit of the story. You get the He-Man, Skeletor logos. And here you get this pull tab. So this piece just lifts right out. You can see the exploding rock artwork on the back. There's a little plastic tray, keeps your comics in place. So these just come out. This is all nice foam padding, very sturdy. It really feels like you're getting something special with this set, which I know it's just packaging. There's a lot of loose collectors. You probably don't need this, but for in package guys, this is really impressive. It feels like you're definitely buying more than a toy. At the end of the day, the $80 price tag, I think, was actually worth it. So there you can see these figures, they also can just lift right out. So they do have the twisty ties on the ankles and wrists. They can easily be taken off carefully if you don't even want to rip them, that you could put them back in. But you can play with these figures if you were so inclined. I don't know really why you would. The thing that they sold this Skeletor based off, I could really care less, is he does have this movable jaw. So there you can see, it doesn't stay hinged. It kind of just falls right back down, unless it's fully open. So it's kind of loose. Having a little hard time even moving it now. See, you go to close it, it's closed, and it just falls down. That's a little disappointing. The other things with these sets, you do get the extra hands. You get the swords. Now the swords are 100% die cast. So this is metal. You can kind of hear it's not plastic. You definitely, I'm trying to bend it. I mean, if you really wanted to bend it full force, you probably could bend it in half, but it's certainly sturdy enough. I will say the Havoc staff is very disappointing. So there are pros and cons to this set. Overall, I think it's really good, but with the staff, the only thing die cast is the head. You didn't even make the horns. This is just plastic, and the staff itself is plastic. So this is kind of junky. I mean, for the $80 price tag, you could have really just, but it cost like maybe $1 out of their profit margin to make a nice metal piece. So that would have been something good to include. It's a little disappointing. On the He-Man side, again, the power sword, 100% die cast, which is nice. You do get the battle axe, also 100% die cast. So you can see here, actually, let me clang these together. You can hear the metal. So again, they gave you so much stuff. I don't understand why you couldn't just make the pure Havoc stuff that way. You get He-Man shield, also die cast, but there are plastic pieces on the back here for the straps for him to hold it. That is plastic. So not too big a deal. I think the shield overall is cool. And then really, you could have done away with this. I could care less. I don't know who's ever going to use this. Again, put the money towards a cooler staff, but this is a ring. You can see it's got the power sword on it. And then this flips open to reveal the 40th anniversary logo. This is really chintzy to me. I don't get it. What does it have to do with anything? But if it was a bonus, whatever. I will take He-Man out. What's unique about this He-Man from the retail one coming out with just him is he does have the flocked loincloth and he's got the flocked boots. So that is going to be different. I believe like the black wash is slightly different as well on the retail version. So again, 80 bucks for this. I think it was worth it. I'm a completionist. That's the only reason I kind of ordered it. I was like, meh, I don't think I really need it. And I am certainly very happy that I did get it. So one minor thing with the Havoc staff, not too big a deal. It's certainly not worth not buying it. The aftermarket, I don't know what these are going for, probably about double retail. Is it worth maybe like 150? Probably not. But if you can get it for that 120 range, I'd go for it. All right, let me jump into the other He-Man item and we'll go from there. Next, we have the TV set. Again, this is for the 40th anniversary. This shows the evolution of He-Man himself through all the ages of the cartoon. On the back, we have, again, the artwork of his different transformations. So this is just sealed, 2 pieces of tape. This is kind of the outer shipping box. Of course, as a minimum box collector, you can't get rid of this stuff, so then you end up just storing boxes within boxes. Kind of stinks, but I'm sure you people feel my pain. All right, put tissue paper in here, and that is to protect the front plastic from getting scratched. So this is actually bowed to make it look like an old school TV. It's not just a flat piece of plastic. Really cool. There's plastic on the sides. It really does give that retro TV look. You can see the boxes on the box sides. The back, however, doesn't really look like a TV. I thought it would be cool. They made it look like an old, maybe computer straight out of Eternia, but it might have been cooler to just put like the old RCA jacks or something, make it look like a TV we had growing up instead of from the He-Man universe. But still, overall, really cool. This is a super deluxe package. Really nice cardboard on it. It's got like a nice like felt type feel to it. So again, it really feels like a collector's item. This retailed for a whopping $150. I think it is very overpriced for what you're about to see. But at the same time, it's really cool. So let's go ahead, dive into it, see what I like. So this has a foil sheen to it, gives it a little bit of shine. I do think it would have been cooler if they would have did a lenticular that you could, move it around side to side and maybe change the picture. Maybe instead of showing all the He-Mans, just show the main transformation of Prince Adam into He-Man. Like he's Prince Adam, you flip it, and then he's He-Man. I think that would have been really cool. But it is what it is. So this just slides off. The other kind of cheap thing is this is just a piece of paper. It's cool though if you do want to frame it for whatever reason. But to me, I think they could have just glued it in the box so it didn't come off. I would never frame it, but for those that do, there you go. This is the different versions of He-Man. So you get the original cartoon, the New Adventures version, the 2000X version, and then the brand new CGI version from Netflix. So these all slide out. And what they tried to do was make these like an old TV guide. So there you can see like your Saturday morning cartoon rundown. Obviously it's all made up stuff here based on Masters of the Universe lore. And then it shows you the front of what the figure looks like. These are just Origins figures, so you're probably thinking, aren't these $15 retail? And yes, they are. Maybe they went to 19 now, but you're looking at 15, 30, 45, 60 bucks. So where's the extra $90 come from? I think this is why it's a little bit of a ripoff, honestly. Again, I'm a completionist. I did need it. But we'll show what the differences are here. So this has a brand new head sculpt. It's a little corny, but if you saw my shirt in the beginning, it's pretty similar to what is on there and depicted through Filmation. The only difference with these are the swords and things. They're not die cast, but they are like chrome plated, which on this one you can't see from the front, but the packaging artwork on the back is certainly going to be unique to these. These also just slide out that you can open it, and there you can see the chromed weapon. So that's what's going to make them different from retail. So if you want to take these out, again, they're just twisty tied a little bit in the back. So there we got the first He-Man. Just move this stuff to the side. We'll keep going along. We got the New Adventures of He-Man. There's the front. Looks a little ridiculous. And there we go. So this is reminiscent of the old packaging in those mid-90s, early 90s when this stuff came out. There you got the chromed shield. And there's the back artwork of the transformation. So again, you could just slide out that card back if you really wanted to open it, play with it, use it on your display, whatever. All right, so up next we have the 2000X version, which this one did hit retail. It's kind of disappointing. If you're gonna make an exclusive, I really wish it would have been something totally different. There you can see the Castle Grayskull from that iteration. And the only difference on this one, obviously you're gonna have a different card back. It's from the 2000X design, not the new Origin stuff. And then again, you get the chromed out weapons. But this isn't a must if you're not a completionist, as you can find this at retail for under 20 bucks. So there's that He-Man. Last but not least, we have the new CGI version from Origins. This is not at retail. You can obviously buy the CGI version, but it's not an Origin style figure. I do think they're going to end up making this though, retail, but it'll just come in your normal Origin style card back. It's not gonna have this card back. So if that's not of importance to you, I would just wait in order to buy this. Maybe he won't have the arm designs on. Some versions with the CGI line do, some do not. But as of right now, this is the only way to get an Origins version from the new cartoon. So again, for the price, 150 bucks plus tax shipping, I think it's a little outrageous. Going back to the last set we just reviewed, two of those figures for 80. I mean, if you multiply that out, I thought the packaging's just as impressive. And if you were to multiply it out, 4 figures would be 160 bucks. They're much bigger figures. You get metal weapons with it. You're getting the flocking. So for the deal, I think 4 of those for 160 is much better than 4 of these much smaller figures with less cool accessories for 150, only $10 difference. So again, I don't know where Mattel came up with their pricing. I think $100 max. I think this would have sold out. But as I said, they're still available on Mattel Creations. So I'll do it for the He-Man portion. Let's dive over into the WWE. Last but certainly not least, we have the No Holds Barred WWE Ultimate Edition from San Diego. This retailed for $70. It's a pretty good deal. It's pretty much retail, considering Ultimates are like $30, $35 at the store. Based on the packaging, 2 figures that are certainly unique, you're probably never going to get again. I would say it's worth it. Even the top, it's What's That Smell? So if you've seen the movie, you certainly know what line that's in reference to. This is one of the worst movies ever, which makes it so awesome. Like if you've seen this and grew up with this, it's amazingly bad. I love it. I am not a wrestling figure collector. I maybe own 10 figures to my name. I got some of the Ultimates of like all-time greats, Hogan, Stone Cold, stuff like that. But this set, I just could not pass up. It's too cool. I just started into the VHS collectible market, sealed market of that, and this kind of went along with it as well. So it really piqued my interest. Here we got the poster artwork from the movie. You got the showdown of Zeus, which was always classic. I loved the SummerSlam of this as well when they tried to make it kayfabe. And then there we got the back, just showing what the figure actually looks like. There's a description on there. So as far as I know, first ever rip 'em. I think he would like kind of do like the rock on symbol, rip 'em. Not even Hulk Hogan. So this slides out as well. And then it's made to look like an old school VHS tape. So there you got like the label. It's obviously thicker than a VHS to fit the figures. But there you got the back reels. All right, so let's show how this all comes apart. Take a closer look at the figures. Gonna get into it. All right, so this just picks right out. You just slide right out. Tells you just about the type of collectible it is. You know, how they would have that front label on a VHS. And then here you got the Hogan Zeus stare down matchup. And this also just slides right out. I'm certainly not taking this out of the package, but you can see the belts. See Zeus, they're really zip tied in there. You can see these crazy straps holding them in place. And then you got Hogan, the boots and all. There's the back. Gotta say, the back looks a little weird with like those butterfly joints. It looks like he's wearing a skin vest. That is really weird looking. I don't know, it's like Buffalo Bill style. I think that looks a little strange, but face, awesome. I love the medallion, the crucifix there, really cool. Then the background, it's like they were in the ring with the ropes, the WTN, which was the fictitious wrestling organization in there. And then here you have like the ring mat. So this pops out as well. And then this just opens up and it reveals all the extra pieces. So you do get a Rip 'em shirt. There you get the hand signals. So if I was to display this, I would certainly put that in. I mean, they do that 8,000 times in the movie. 2 extra Hulk heads. And this just pops out. And then you can reveal the extra Zeus stuff. So he comes with the vest that he wears like in that bar scene when they first show him. I remember like Zeus being kind of scary as a kid. Just so intimidating coming out. And there you have it. So overall, $70 for this set I think is well worth it. Again, I think on the aftermarket it's probably about double. Is it worth that? It may be, honestly. It's a really cool set if you were to display it. I like, again, it feels like something really unique. You're never gonna get probably another Zeus and Hogan, certainly not in this fashion. All right, so that does it for our review. Thanks for watching our Mattel Creations review. Hope you enjoyed. I think these figures are pretty cool. I would highly suggest getting really all 3 of them. I think it's pretty much worth it. It's special ability. This one maybe on the lesser side, but still a really cool item. I think it's unique. In the future, I think they'll be highly sought after. But make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our toy hunting adventures. Most of our views, you're not subscribers. What are you doing? Just please hit the button. It takes a second. Really help the channel grow. We'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, hope to see you in the toy aisle.